Hello everyone. So there was a question on the community about ranking. Now the question is interesting because this user is trying to give permissions to different roles, project roles based on issue type. For example, if you read the question, what this user is saying that I only want product users to be able to change the rank of initiative and epic. Managers and developers should be able to change the rank of story and bug, but not initiatives and epics. So there is a way to do it. Let me explain. So what you need to do is you can always go to your permission schemes, and you can then take a look at this permission called schedule issues. So this permission will let you, I believe, schedule issues. I guess it says the ability to change due date and also ranking, because it says in the documentation, and I remember that you need this permission. For example, if you need if you don't have this permission and if you try to rank, you will get a error message. And there is also a feature request, by the way, which I found, where someone is saying that this permission of ranking should be separate from scheduling, because scheduling is for due date. And I think it makes sense, because there are a lot of cases where you want certain people to update due date but not rank, right? So this is the situation. And there is actually a simple way to solve this problem, because when you have permission schemes are applicable on one project or multiple projects based on that particular scheme, but you can't have one permission within a project for each issue type, or you have project permissions, not issue type project permission, right? But if you're talking about initiative and epic, I guess you want to create some kind of hierarchy, and I think in that case it will probably make sense if you just use a separate project, right? Because if you have a separate project, then your initiatives and your epics would sit somewhere, and you can then make sure that the ranking of those issue types in that project is based on the role that you can, of course, give permission to using permission schemes. So we just separate the project, and I think it should work. But to be honest, I feel like we should probably keep the setup simple, because ranking is not just because when you are using hierarchy, if parent items rank is limited but not the child one, it might, I don't really think it should create a problem, because ranking is global and it is relative to its parent. It should work. Yeah, go for it. I think it should work. So maybe separate the initiative and epic. So this is something that I guess can be done. But do we need to do it? Because if you have, let us say, this hierarchy of initiatives and epics and then bugs and stories, you don't really want your you won't really have a lot of initiatives, right? You may have a lot of epics. Yeah, I understand there could be a need to restrict this, because if but the problem is that if you have initiatives and epics, then those initiatives and epics would not be anyways I mean, someone is managing it using a plan, right? Maybe advanced roadmap. Yeah, most likely advanced roadmap plan. So it should be okay, I guess. But I think separating permission will probably solve the problem. And that is all. That is all I wanted to talk about and share with all of you today. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Thank you very much. Bye bye.